gentlemen, boys and girls, come one, come all, and listen to a tale so astonishing as to shake the ground you stand on, a tale to end all tales, a story of such power and intensity that it can barely be believed. All right, where are you?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am.
Why didn't you say so?
Who did you think I was talking to, myself?
Well, you do that sometimes. You talk to yourself plenty of times. You even talk in your sleep.
What?
And he snores.
I don't snore.
Right.
We are way off the subject. I wanted to tell you a story. An incredible story of courage, perseverance, and friendship. So let's get started.
But.
Shush! Just because we are hobgoblins doesn't mean we can get away with being rude.
It doesn't?
No, now just sit quietly. We're going to have a little hobnob. Listen to the tale I have to tell.
You have to tell it and I have to listen?
Enough! It goes like this. Once upon a parsley.
What?
Oh, no, that's not it. Once upon a sage.
Excuse me?
No, that's not right. Once upon a rosemary.
This makes no sense.
Oh, now I've got it. Once upon a time. What's wrong with that?
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme?
I was just trying to spice things up a bit. Moving on. I wanted to tell you the story of the Snow Queen. This queen is icy through and through. She is often seen in snowstorms, surrounded by snow bees, or if the snow is especially fluffy, you can see her in a flurry of fluffy snow chickens.
Snow chickens?
Yes, snow chickens. They are the fluffiest of all the types of snow that follow the Snow Queen. I once saw a snow chicken sitting on a fence post. I thought I might catch one, so I reached out to grab it, but it disappeared into a great puff of snow. I guess you could say it flew the coop. Now, our story may be called The Snow Queen, but she is not the star of our story. Our story begins, as many incredible tales do, in the palace of the prince and princess. Well, we need the palace here.
Oh.
Yes, a palace fit for a royal court. Gala for the heroine of our story. Gerda is the young girl standing next to the prince and princess. She has come to the palace looking for her best friend Kay, but as you will see, he's nowhere to be found.
Lords and ladies, friends and honored guests, we are here to help and guide Gerda in her quest to find Kay. If any of you know of his whereabouts, please speak.
He's about so tall, has hair, and goes by the name of Kay. We thought he might be healed.
We thought he might actually be the prince.
You did? But I can show you. I am not Kay.
Maybe the robbers can find him. Robbie and I can find him, of course.
Is he rich?
Do you think he's lost in the woods?
We're good at robbing people in the woods. He means helping people in the woods. We really don't know where he might be.
I guess he could be in the woods.
Maybe we can find him.
We do all the time.
We tie people up
and bring them back to their houses. We do.
Wait a minute. You get math. Have you seen him?
Nope. Maybe we should ask the mirror of sad reflections. It shows stuff that are normally unseen.
Yes, let me show you what I see.
No, don't do that. The mirror is part of the problem. It shows only lies and distorted pictures.
Gerda, look into the mirror. What do you see?
I see Kay tending his roses. Wait, it's changing.
Now what do you see?
Dry ground with dead plants, and I can't look anymore. It's still my hope.
Don't say I didn't try to help.
I don't think we need that kind of help.
Well, Princess, you are very wise. We'll find another way to help Gerda.
Wait a minute. What am I doing? I don't want to get ahead of myself. This is all very interesting, but it happens much later in the story. Let's start at the very beginning, before Kay was lost. Our story really begins in a very small town in Finland, the small front yard of Grandma's house. This was where Kay and Gerda lived before anything went wrong. Here comes Kay's grandma now. We'll set the scene. So, there's a table here, a couple of chairs, and some flowers over here. Now, if you squint your eyes and look over there, you will see some very important characters to our story. There's Kay and his grandma now. She would often tell Kay and his best friend Gerda scary stories of the Snow Queen and her castle of ice. She would make sure there was plenty of hot cocoa for story times, too. Look!
Now, children, we must remember not to challenge the Snow Queen if you see her. Many youngsters have gone missing in the snowstorm, never to be seen again.
I don't believe in an icy snow queen that peers in our windows and bathes on the glass.
Come on, Kay. Someone makes those amazing, frost crystal panes of glass.
You be careful what you believe, my boy. The Snow Queen loves to toy with regular folks like us. Don't tempt fate.
I'm not. I just don't think it has anything to do with us.
Kay, you should listen to your grandma.
Oh, let her come. I'll set her on the stove and watch her melt. I think I've listened enough. Come on, Gerda. Let's go play in the garden.
So you could see, Kay did not believe everything he was hearing. Soon he'd have to believe his own eyes.
What a great day.
It couldn't be better. We have a whole day to share.
The roses are doing well.
That's because you took such a good care of them. Don't forget to water the roses.
Of course. Thank you for reminding me.
Here's where the plot thickens. All of a sudden, the air turned cold, and a flurry of snow threatened to freeze the roses in front of their eyes. In a land of colored ice, see her once, but then check twice. Could it be the queen of snow and ice? In the snow, let it snow, let it snow. Watch her glide through the country on runners of frost, but beware to approach her, there's always a cost. She will take what she pleases and leave you for lost in a land full of freezing cold.
Kay, where are you going?
In the heart of blizzard storm, way up high the flurry swarm, so you try your best just to stay warm. In the snow, let it snow.
Hey, where are you?
Let it snow.
Can't let them freeze.
Let it snow. Let it snow. At that moment, the Snow Queen broke the mirror of sad reflections and blew fragments into the air and sent them flying at the family. This is a terrible development. Let me tell you something about that mirror. It has horrible qualities. It has the power to show anything good and beautiful reflected in it as bad and ugly. The most beautiful landscape would appear as boiled spinach.
Ew.
Now, Kay's grandma was safe, and Gerda was safe, but Kay was caught trying to save the precious roses. A shard of that malicious mirror touched his eye, so that he could no longer see the good in the world. Another pierced his heart, so that he could no longer feel emotions like friendship, only cold and darkness.
I have done my work.
Come, Kay. You are my creature now. Say goodbye to everything you have ever known.
As Kay and the Snow Queen left, The sun again warmed the air.
Kay? Kay, where are you?
Where is the Snow Queen?
I must go find him. He's probably scared and frightened.
Here's some hot chocolate, dear. Don't be late for dinner.
Little did Gerda's grandmother know that she would miss many, many dinners in her quest to find Kay. She could not imagine the path she should take, but bravely strode out in search of her friend.
How will I find Kay? I know. I'll start questioning the creatures I meet. Maybe they know where he is?
She stumbled across a lost reindeer.
Excuse me? I'm looking for a boy about this tall. Have you seen him?
I haven't seen anyone like that.
Thank you for your help.
That reindeer was no help. Even if she had seen Kay, she wouldn't say.
I must keep trying. Kay wouldn't give up.
And Gerda didn't either. She continued on her quest, determined to find Kay. So, where is Kay, you may ask? It's okay. Ask me where Kay is. I'm glad you asked me that, because at this moment he's being whisked away to the Snow Queen's castle.
Faster, my servants. We must reach my castle before the day is out.
I'm going as fast as I can.
Well, it's not fast enough.
Kay was feeling very tired from the journey.
Do you think we could rest for a while?
No, there's a snowstorm coming and I forgot my goggles. Fly.
You do know that I can't fly, right?
Mush.
Yes, my queen.
And the snowstorm did come. It was a deep winter snow that covered all the land. Oh, but why talk about it? Here it comes. Come and pray in winter weather to your heart's content. They will help you make an angel, 'cause they're heaven sent. We are always floating down or coming from above. We are here to say hello and shower you with love. Come and play in winter weather to your heart's content. They will help you make an angel, 'cause they're heaven sent. We are always floating down or coming from above. We are here to say hello and shower you with love. Shower you with love. Yeah! Come on, guys, let's go make some snow chicken snowballs! Wait, where are you going? Wait. Luckily, there was no snow where Gerda found herself. She toiled on in her search and soon came across a wild crow pecking at a stump. Out! Out! Out!
Quit moving.
Excuse me? I'm looking for a boy about this tall. Have you seen him?
Well, let me think. I seem to remember a boy about this tall.
That could be him. Do you know where he is?
I was visiting my wife, a very tame crow that works at the palace.
Where is this
Not
palace?
too far away. I can introduce you to my wife.
Can we go right now?
Of course.
Gerda was hoping that this boy might be Kay, but as it turned out, you'll see for yourself.
Here we go. Let me check with my wife to see if all is clear.
Okay.
Oh, we need a palace here. Oof. That's better. Now, the crow's wife did work in the palace and knew everyone there well, but there seemed to be some confusion when she was asked about Kay.
Didn't you say there was a boy in the palace that came to see the princess about this tall?
Yes, he came to listen to the princess speak and didn't marry her.
He married the princess?
Yes, he's very nice.
About this tall?
That could be him.
Why would he marry a princess? Can we go to him right now?
Sure, as soon as it gets dark, hoot like a hoot owl.
What if I call like a crow?
Okay, that might be easier.
So it was that Gerda and the two crows sneaked into the palace and surprised the princess, who was sleeping.
Sorry, Majesty. You know you really shouldn't be sleeping on your throne. Who is it? Oh, Miss Crow, what do you want?
I've got a girl who may know the prince.
Let her come forth.
Your Majesty?
Send for the prince.
I'll find him.
So you are lost?
No, I'm just searching for my friend. He may be here.
I wonder, does he have long hair and blue skin?
No?
Then it might be him.
What's all with your guess?
This girl says she knows you. Do you know her?
No, I've never seen her before.
You are not Kay. I should go look for him somewhere else.
I'm sorry we couldn't help. Let's call the kingdom together to ask about your friend.
Come to the ball, come one and all, the tried and true, welcome to you. Come from afar, now here you are. We gathered here, give us a cheer. Give us a cheer. They are holding a gala for the heroine of our story. Gerda is the young girl standing next to the prince and princess. She has come to the palace looking for her best friend Kay, but as you will see, he's nowhere to be found.
Lords and ladies, friends and honored guests, we're here to help and guide Gerda in her quest to find Kay. If any of you know of his whereabouts, please speak.
I'm having the strangest feeling of deja vu. Let's fast forward this part. Ready, guys?
Ready!
They are holding a gala for the heroine of our story. Gerda is a young girl standing next to the prince and princess. She's come to the palace looking for her best friend Kay, but as you'll see, he's nowhere to be found.
Lords and ladies, friends and honored guests, we're here to help and guide Gerda in her quest to find Kay. If any of you know of his whereabouts, please speak.
Got so tall, has hair, and goes by the name of Kay.
We thought he might be here.
You thought he might actually be the prince?
Again, like a shame. I am not Kay. Maybe the robbers can find him. I mean, Robbie and I can find him, of course.
Is he rare? Do you think he's lost in the woods?
We gotta rob him from the woods.
She means help Kay with it. We really don't know where he might be.
I guess he could be in the woods.
Maybe we can find him.
You know, on time.
We tie people up.
I'm bringing back to the houses.
We do.
Faster!
See him? No.
Faster!
Well, unseen.
Oh, distorted pictures.
Changing. Excuse my help.
Help.
Okay, now.
There. I think we are back on the new information.
That was very strange. Well, Gerda, at least rest for the night. You may go on tomorrow.
So Gerda rested for the night, but in the morning went about preparing to go on into the woods to find Kay. The prince and princess gave Gerda a fond farewell, as well as travel tips, and a great deal of money to help her along the way.
Thank you so much for your hospitality. I will never forget you.
What about us? Don't forget us too.
Of course not.
Gerda asked the two crows if they would come with her, and they said it would be their pleasure. One thing about crows, though, when the going gets tough, they get going.
This is a lovely wood. A lovely wood.
Oh, you need a wood here. Wood. That's better.
Yes, what a lovely wood.
Bleh. Oh, I'm sorry, lovelier. Oh.
Hold it right there, little missy.
Who says?
Show yourselves.
It is I, the old robber woman.
Wait, where are you going? Come back! Go with her now!
See, what did I tell you about crows?
Please don't hurt me, old rubber woman.
Robber woman. Robber.
Not rubber?
Robber!
We steal from the rich and we keep it.
Like the famous bandit Robert Hood
I think you mean Robin Hood.
and his merry band.
Rubber band?
Stop it with the rubber band thing!
Now get this straight, we're robbers.
Okay, I think I got it now.
I did not know how to take it once. What?
As you can see, these thieves were a burly bunch of characters, starting with the old robber woman all the way down to the little robbers.
My name's Gerda. I'm on a search to find my friend Kay.
Okay.
Yes, Kay, have you seen him?
No, I was saying okay, as in all right.
Oh.
What do we have here, little missy?
She was referring to the bag of money that the prince and princess had given her to help along the way.
We can help you. We can lighten your load by relieving you of your money. Come on, let's go count our shares in the robber's cave.
Oh, you need the cave. Sorry. All right, there you go. Here's yours. All right, come on, I got your cave. Oh, sorry. I have to pay more attention. Deep within our hidden cave lies our robber's roost. No one tells us to behave in our robber's roost. So you beware, robbers on the loose. Stop and stare, give me all your loot. So you beware, robbers on the loose. Stop and stare, give me all your loot. Deep within our hidden cave lies our robber's roost. No one tells us to behave in our robber's roost. In our robber's roost. In our robber's roost.
Okay, let's divvy it up. All's fair as long as I say it's fair. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
1 for you and 4 for me.
Hey, wait a second. How come you get 4, but I only get 1 single coin?
Because I have to give 1 to the next robber, see? Once I give her 1, I only have 3, which means someone owes me 1 to get back to my original 4. And since I gave you 1, you should do the same and give me 1 back. Thank you. That only seems fair. Now, I give the next robber 1, but once I give him 1, I only have 3. So you should give me 1 so I get back to my original 4.
This is mine. But because you gave me one, I have to give you one back?
Yes. 1 for you and 1 for me.
What came from you goes back to you.
1 for you and 1 for me.
What came from you goes back to you.
There. See, now you all received a share and at the same time paid your debt to me. All except 1.
I guess this might be yours then.
Yes, and thank you. Now, what are we going to do with all this money? Maybe we should go out to dinner?
We can't! We're broke!
Baroque? Well, you really should be more careful with your money.
So it was that Gerda prepared for her escape from the robber's roost. She planned and watched so that one night she tiptoed out of the cave and into the woods. And do you know who she met along the way? That's right, the old robber woman. And she was standing directly in her path.
You can't stop me.
I'm not going to try.
Why not?
Because I admire your spunk. I have a question for you, though.
What's your question?
I would like to know if this Kay fellow is worth it.
What do you mean?
Is Kay worth all the trouble you're going through just to find him?
Yes, I know him to be a good friend. He will do the same for me.
In that case, I will help you. What do you need?
I don't know where to find him.
Well, I don't know where to find him either, but I may know someone who can help. There is a Finnish woman who knows many things. If you can find her, she can help you find Kay. You will need a guide. Yoo-hoo! I will send Bay with you. Bay knows the way and isn't bad company for a reindeer.
Thank you.
So it was that Gerda continued to receive help in the strangest of ways on her quest. As they left the woods, the old robber woman not only gave her advice and a guide to find the Finnish woman, she gave her something even more valuable, Hope that she would someday see Kay again.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Bay. Bay the reindeer.
Hurry, Bay. I'm worried for Kay.
Away we go!
That's a circle. You won't get anywhere like that.
You're right. This way. Oh, yeah.
So finally, Gerda continued her quest. It was about to get much harder, though. You know who was in the way.
Mush, mush.
If you want to go faster, you should think about getting out and pushing.
Don't talk back to me. I am the great Snow Queen and you are just a lowly boy.
Yes, my queen. I'm sorry, my queen.
That's better. Are we there yet? E?
Oh, that was awful.
What?
I mean, awfully clever, my queen.
What do you think, Kay? Is it a good day for a blizzard?
I mean, we can never have too much snow.
Bring on the snow chickens. I will start up a storm that no one can find their way through. Not even a reindeer.
Why do I keep wondering about a lost friend? It must be the cold freezing my thinking.
Yes, that's it.
If you say so, my queen.
Here they come. Time for a blizzard.
I'm okay.
The storm is getting really bad. It must be the Snow Queen.
Look, do you see her? She's riding in a sleigh, but who is that with her?
A young boy. Could that be your friend?
Yes, I think it is.
So, this is how Gerda learned that Kay was still alive. Finally, she at least knew that she had to go to the Snow Queen's castle to find Kay.
How much further is it?
Too far, I fear.
I won't give up no matter what you say.
We might freeze before we get there.
Not if I can help it. Come, Gary. I have some nice warm tea for you.
Thank you.
What about me?
I have some nice warm grass for you to chew on back in my house.
This was how Gerda and Bay got out of a tight spot. The nice Lappish woman invited them into her house to get out of the cold. You need a house here. All right. They soon found themselves warming up in front of the fire. Whoosh.
Well, y'all warm up and tell me your story. Were you and your reindeer just passing through?
Well, I was going to take her to find the Snow Queen's castle. You wouldn't know where to find it, would you?
Oh, no, and I wouldn't even want to see you try to go there either. It's a nasty cold place, much worse than over here.
But the Snow Queen kidnapped her friend.
And I will not stop. Even if I reach to the end of the world, I will find him.
Well, you certainly sound determined, but I'm afraid I can't help you. I have no idea where the castle is.
We were going to see the Finnish woman to see if she could help, but
I know how to find her. Point your nose straight north and walk until sunset.
Thank you. Well, we better get going, Bay.
already? I just started to feel my hooves again.
Yes, right now. And I'm afraid it already might be too late.
Into the cold they strode, one foot in front of the other, until the sun began to set. And There, standing in front of them, was another house. Another house. With a different floor plan. Out from the door came the powerful Finnish woman.
No, I'm afraid not. I'm not going out there.
Why not?
Because it's awful out there.
You mean to tell me that you're going to send them away?
So?
Well,
That's not fair. Please help us.
Well, you would think that if someone wanted my help, they would at least knock on the door.
knock, knock.
Who is it?
Bathe the reindeer and Gerda the girl?
Sorry, don't know any reindeer.
What?
Only kidding. Come in, come in.
They opened the screechy door and soon found themselves sitting next to the Finnish woman, asking her of Kay and his whereabouts. As it turned out, she knew all about Kay, the mirror, the Snow Queen, and the journey thus far.
So we came.
I know.
Oh, and I meant...
Of course.
We came to ask.
For my help. And I would be happy to advise you, but I must ask, why? Why are you on this journey? You have no assurance that you will be successful. Where does your courage come from? What is it that keeps you striving toward your goal? Do you know?
I think it is because I must. Every obstacle has been overcome, and I know I can overcome the next one and the next, as long as I have my strength.
Well, I could give you the strength of 10 Yetis, but that would not ease the task or the path you have set yourself on, for you have all the strength and determination you need within you.
I do?
You must believe in yourself. If you do, nothing is impossible.
Thank you.
You should rest now. Tomorrow you will find the Snow Queen and Kay.
Gerda was so excited she could barely contain it. Meanwhile, back at the Snow Queen's castle, her frostiness was practicing a new freezing touch. It was not a good day to be in the Snow Queen's court.
And zap! Now this is fun.
What are you doing? Stop at once!
Or what? You have no power to stop me.
That's where the Snow Queen was wrong. Gerda had such steadfast determination that I doubt anything could stop her. But the Snow Queen tried freezing Gerda.
Soon you'll be an icicle like everyone else in this courtyard. Zap!
She was too slow to freeze Gerda. It was at this moment that she called upon her secret weapon, the terrible snow chickens. Bathe the reindeer distracted the fluffy invaders until they settled into a harmless blanket of snow.
Gerda, now! Now's the time to grab Kay!
Kay was still being held by the trance of the mirror and did not even recognize Gerda.
Kay, it's me, Gerda. I'm so happy to see you again.
I don't know you. Go away and leave me alone.
At this moment, Gerda's heart began to break. It was breaking, but it was also strong. She had committed herself to finding Kay, and now that she had, he did not even recognize her. This was the moment she must overcome, but how? Every part of her wanted to wrestle Kay from the mirror's grasp. But it was her eyes that welled up with the powerful memory of true friendship. She walked up to Kay with a full heart, took his hand.
Kay, you must remember, try.
As Gerda's tears fell, the icy castle started to melt. People came to see and wonder who or what had caused the stronghold of the Snow Queen to crumble.
What magic is this?
It must be great power indeed.
It's the power of the human heart that defeats the cold of the shadows.
Finally, as all stood in awe, the mirror that had so twisted Kay's mind was washed away by Gerda's tears. And at last, he awoke as if from a long dream.
Gerda? Gerda, is that you? Why so sad, my friend?
These are tears of joy. I'm happy to see you again.
I'm afraid you've missed quite a bit, Kay.
Don't worry, we can catch up.
Well, there you have it. Gerda found Kay, and the kingdom was free from ice and snow. Well, at least for a little bit. So, my hobgoblin friend... Wait. Oh, you've helped me tell our story, and I was just wondering what you may have learned from it.
Never give up, never surrender.
And...
To have true friends, you must be a true friend.
And just because the road is blocked doesn't mean the road is blocked, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, stop. This is just the type of positive thinking I just can't stand. Perseverance is exasperated!
I give up! I give up!
My dear Snow Queen, haven't you learned anything from our story? You can't give up. You must always keep trying.
And that's all in well, but what about my poor castle? It melted. I think I have a solution, though. Bring on the snow chickens.
Oh, yes, well, maybe you're right. For that is what the Snow Queen does. She is not good or bad, but simply a force of nature. So I say, let it snow! In a land of colored eyes, see her once, but then check twice. Could it be the Queen of Snow and Ice? In the snow, let it snow, let it snow. Watch her glide through the country on runners of frost, but beware to approach her, there's always a cost. She will take what she pleases and leave you for lost in a land full of freezing cold.
And zap!
Back to your old tricks, I guess. Well, at least you didn't give up. But this is no way to end our story. Now that's more like it. Now, I don't know about all of you, but I've had a ball, and I think it's time we celebrate it.